welcome to Matchbox Revival. Today we have the 66 Nova Invitational build from the Three Blind Mice. I'd like to thank Lee, George, and Paul for allowing me to be a part of this today. I've had this model for a couple of weeks now, and I already drilled it out and taken it apart and put it back together probably about 20-30 times. Looking forward to getting going. I'll start by stripping the paint and we'll go there. So I dug out the paint stripper and we'll throw it in. I have never worked on a Hot Wheels vehicle, so I have no idea how strong the paint is. I'm a Matchbox guy and I like to do restorations on the old ones. So this is the first for me. We'll see how it works. So while the paint stripper is doing its thing, I got some wire. I started bending it just to see how it would look. I'm still thinking convertible, so it'll need a roll bar. So this will sit right in there behind that seat. And with the chrome pen, and for the interior, I'm going to black out the door panels, the console, and the carpet back here. I'm going to leave the 4 chairs, or the bench in the back and the front 2 buckets in red. Black will go up through here, and black back here, and this will stay red. Alrighty. So I'm going to leave the interior for a bit, go back and look at the paint stripping, and it has worked. So I guess the Hot Wheel paint is not tough. Tell you, some of those 1950s Matchbox cars, I don't know what paint they used, but it was almost impossible to get off some of them. Anyway, I'm going to take this and give it a good scrub with a toothbrush and get ready for polishing it out. So I kind of thought about polishing it, but I realized that I'm going to start chopping it up, so there's no sense in wasting time polishing it if I ruin it. So the plan is we're going to cut across the top, and we'll cut the 3/4 out and take the roof off. I'll take a Sharpie across and draw a line where I want to cut the material back to. I think I'll start with more than I need and file off slowly. And off it comes. All right, we'll get this thing polished up now. So I'm going to drill and tap the rivets now. Noise in the background is my wife vacuuming in the kitchen again. And a little STP brake fluid for lubricant, and tap those holes. And the button head screws. So back from the primer, I baked it for 10 minutes in the oven, 350 Fahrenheit. around 10 minutes or so. And we got a special guest in. This is Stuart Little. He's been riding in my rear view mirror in my truck for the last 21 years, making sure I'm okay every day. So he's come in honor of the 3 blind mice, just to make sure everything goes well with my build. All right, Stuart. So I laid down a metallic silver base coat, and we'll put the clear on, let that dry. I think it looks great. So Stuart got his paintbrush out and give me a hand with the interior. I'm going to do a little bit of chrome touch up, but we're almost there. So because it's a convertible, I'm going to have to chop up the glass as well. So what we'll do is we'll just cut right across the top of it. Okay, so a lot's happened. I guess I just got carried away doing stuff. First off, I stripped down the wheels and took all the paint off them. I'm going to go with black on black with a center piece. And then the underneath here, I drilled it out. I didn't like this side exhaust that they had here, so I got rid of it completely. And I wired in 2 new dual exhaust ports for the back. I'll trim that all out in silver after I spray it in flat black. Masked off the ends of the chrome I want to keep. So move on with that. The body has been silver now. I like the silver because the interior being red and the roll bar and everything, I think it's going to look cool. So I just still have to do some touch-ups and we'll move forward. Okay, so I mixed up a little bit of titanium and black together down here, and it kind of gives you like a gunmetal kind of color for the exhaust and whatnot. So you can see my dual exhaust there, and I'll just slowly just put some color on those pipes. So I'm going to send it back into the stripper again. I got a little bleeding across the back here, and color is great, but I just don't, not happy with it. So for the second time. So I got everything painted up and ready for assembly. The rims, what I did was I just filled them in and chromed them out, made them like moon rims. Interior, did the console, roll bar, wood grain steering wheel, and the body. So I went with the silver, satin silver, chromed out all the running boards and the tail lights. So I'm going to assemble it and get ready for the reveal. There also is the bottom with the dual exhaust, and the last button head screw goes in. There you have it, the 66 Nova Invitational Build 3 Blind Mice. Thanks again, boys, for letting me be a part of it. It was a lot of fun. Looking forward to the next one. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.